Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to see one of the UI implementation concept, that is under the button, on clicking on the button, we will get a drop down styled menus, or we can say it's like a list. So how to do that list? So simply you can say, so on clicking on the button, we will get a drop down styled navigation menu. So how to achieve this in Oracle Apex? So let us see in this video. So first of all, to achieve that, I will just create one list. Before that, I'm going to create one navigation list. For that, I'm going to create, I'm going to navigate to the shared components. So under the shared components, so you just go to this list. So under the list, you need to create one list. So I'm going to click on this create button. Here I'm going to select, or I'm going to name it as like button with list. So this is the one I'm going to name it as, and I'm going to select the type as static. For time being, I'm going to select as static, and here this is the entry label which you will get see in the page. For that, I'm going to use page 1 and page 2 and page 3. So this is the label which is going to see in the list, and this is the target page ID. So on clicking on the page, that label, it will be redirect to the particular page. That is the navigation system, how it works. So if you want, you can just design the which page needs to be redirected. Otherwise, you can just omit this and click on the next. So here you will get a preview. So it will ask for you need to create a list region. As of now, we will create it manually. So no need to select this. Click on this create list. So once the list is created, you can just navigate to that list and you can just see. So these are the three list entries we have just created: page 1, page 2, page 3. If we want to do some more customization like conditional formatting, everything can be achieved. So you just click on this any one page entry, list entry. Here you will get the list entry label. Here if you want, you can just set it as like icon. For example, I'm going to set on icon. Here you will get different icons. So here you can select any one icon. So currently, if you want, you can just search from this file. Now I'm going to select as a file type. So under that file, we are getting these many options. So for a time being, I'm just selecting this FA file. So I'm going to copy this as well. So and click on this save change, apply changes. Once it is done, this here you can see the file icon is set. So likewise, you can set the icon for others also. I'm just setting up for the one more. So I'm just setting here also the file type. So since we have three entries, we have just set this icon. So you can just set your own icons based on the pages, navigations, what are the pages you are linking. So based on this, like for example, if you are navigating to the report, you can set the report icon. If you are navigating to any dashboards, then you can set a chart icon. So likewise you can do. And here on clicking on this page, you can also explore other properties, like here you can just set a target. So in the initial stage, we have not given any target, so it is like a blank one, no target. So if you want to set any target to redirect to the page, you can just select here and a page in this application or a URL. So these two kinds is available. So using this, you can just select your target page and you can just navigate to that item. And other thing you can do is like clear cache request, and you can also set the values from the source to the target items. And the URL, if you are going to mention your own URL, then you can select the target type as URL and you can enter your URL type here. And these are the properties like condition based. Suppose this entry should be visible only to the particular role. Based on the role based access, you can use these conditions and authorizations. Everything can be achieved. So this is a normal list what we have just seen. I'm just going to apply changes. So now once we have just created a list, our list is ready. Now we need to create our UI. For that, we are going to create one button. So under the button only, we are going to display that drop down. So before that, I'm going to create one region. So within this region I'm going to create this button. So button should be lies on this region. I'm going to name it as like a button container or something. So I'm going to name it as button container, and it is like a static content type. And in the slot I'm going to move it to the breadcrumb bar. So under the breadcrumb bar I'm going to move this to, and the style I'm going to make as hero. The breadcrumb template style I'm going to make, instead of standard I'm going to make it as hero. And under that template, the display icon I'm going to set it as no. Now on the button I'm going to name it as like navigation something. You can work based on that. I'm going to make it as navigation, and here I'm going to make it as text with icon, and I'm going to check this hot property for a design purpose. And under the icon I'm going to give chevron icon, so it will be like a arrow mark. So here you can see it's a chevron. Now we are going to use this down arrow chevron, and below that these things will be seen here. If you click on this, here it will show the icon position. Our icon position should be on the right, so right side of the button at the last I need icon. So I'm just setting these are the just a normal UI things which you can be used to set up. And I'm under the slot I'm going to select it as next. This is the slot position I'm going to set. Now I'll just run this page, how it looks we will see. So now we got a button container, one breadcrumb bar region. Under the region I'm getting this navigation, and this is the logo icon which we have selected, that is like a down arrow chevron. So on clicking on this, now it's like submitting. This is a default behavior of a button. By default it will be submit the page. Now we need to change. On clicking on this, it should open a drop down with the list of that navigation things. For that we need to create a region now for navigating a region for showing that list entries. So I'm creating the region. Here I'm going to create as menu or a menu region something, and here I'm going to select type as list. So once it is selected, it will ask you to enter the source. I'm going to select the source as like we will get a list of source. From this we need to select that button with the navigation list. So before that we need to apply these changes, then only it will be saved, the list will be saved. So before that I'm going to confirm once again the file is saved. So now button with list is saved. Now I need to refresh this region. Since it is not the change is not reflected, I'm reloading the page again. So now I'm creating the list here like a menu region, and I'm going to click the type as list. And from the source, now you can see the button with list has come. So it is not applied the changes. So the while refreshing the page, we are just refetching those list. And again, and we are going to set the static id. So just type static id. Here I'm going to mention rg/_ list. So this is like case sensitive, just keep it in a mind. I'm going to give rg list. So now we are going to see how our list is looking. In the attributes there are things we will come up later. So now we are getting page 1, page 2, page 3. This is the list we have just created, that button with list. Now this region should come under this button as a drop down. So that is the thing we are going to achieve now. For that, so you just first you just go to this region and go under the template. You just make it as blank with attributes. So now I will just run this. So blank with attributes nothing but it will not display the anything, so only the content will be displayed. So remaining UIs will be removed, like titles and other things will be removed. Now it's looking good for displaying as a menu. Now I will just go to this attributes. You just first select this menu region. This is a list container. Go to this attribute section. Here you will see different types of list templates. From this we can show different types of list template. From this I'm going to select menu pop-up. So this menu pop-up is the template used for displaying as a pop-up. So you just once you selected this, you run this page. So now you will not see that menu. So since it is converted to the pop-up styled template, so now you will not see. So this is the thing we need, and then you just click on this navigation button. You just scroll to this action. So now currently it is in the action as submit page, so we should not submit the page. We need to open that list as a pop-up. So for that you just go to this and change to defined by dynamic action, convert this to dynamic action. So next what you need to do, go to this custom attributes. Here you need to mention data hyphen menu. So this is the attribute we are going to mention, and within the double quotes you just mention that rj underscore list. This is the static id of the region, and within and addition to this you need to add underscore menu. So this is also a lower case, this is case sensitive. So rj underscore list is a static id of the region, and underscore menu is this keyword, so to display that as a pop-up. So once it is done, you just run this page. So if you click on this navigation, now you can see I'm getting a pop-up with the list entries. So if you click on this, it will hide. So if you click again, you will get. So this is one of the UI enhancement thing you can implement in your applications to look or to make your UI better. So instead of displaying a list, you can just make it as a button, and under the button you can make it as a drop down. This is by default, it is not we don't have like this drop down styled button UI. So this thing can be achieved by using these different templates, and we just merging with this. So what we are just, I will just give a overall recap. So this is the thing we need to achieve. The button, on clicking on this, it should be come as a drop down as a list. So for that we have just created a list button with list with the 3 entries, page 1, page 2, page 3, and we have just given an icon. And then we have just created a button navigation and with the region, and we just kept this as a breadcrumb bar position. This is currently I'm just given, so you can use in your way. And one more thing, I just created one more region with the type list, and I given the source as button with list. This is the source for our list, and I just changed this attribute. Under the attribute I changed the list template as menu pop-up. So this is the thing we are going to show this list region as a pop-up. So this template will be used, and we have given a static id for this list, that is rg underscore list, all in uppercase. Then we just went to this navigation. Under the navigation action button, we have just converted to defined by dynamic action. So after converting, under the custom attributes, what we are given is data hyphen menu equal to, within the double quotes, this is a static id of the list, rg underscore list, and underscore menu is the keyword which will be called at the runtime. So underscore menu, this should be in a lower case. So once it is done, on clicking on the button, it will call this rj underscore list region, and that will be opened as a pop-up as a drop down. So this is a small enhancement to the UI. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel Tanige Solution and put a like to this video, and please share this video to your Apex community. So if you want more such kind of videos, you just drop a comment in the comment section, so that we will do a dedicated video on the particular topics in the upcoming videos. Thank you.